Okay, welcome back, everybody. This is number 9, episode 9, Breath of the Wild. Let's play Breath of the Wild. So, last time I ended kind of abruptly in in real life. We were having some pretty decent storms, and I just wanted to kind of deal with that. So, anyway, we are in the Trial of Passage. Kaepora Shrine. Anyway, we don't know. Yeah, okay. So we need to get up there. And you can see there's a whole bunch of gears and stuff in the background. We're just gonna run into it. Spiky balls. Those are not ever a good thing. But they have, I mean, they're metal, so you can just get them out of the way if you want to. You don't have to. They stay at the bottom, so if you don't fall, they're not going to be a problem. Not a problem. Come on. Out the door. Little monkey. Alright. What else are we doing? We slide, obviously. There's some physics here. If we're not in a spot that'll stop us. So we need to be behind this guy for now. This kind of reminds me of some of the temples. They have kind of this aspect to them where you're just kind of hanging around and letting the environment pull and push you wherever it wants to. So this isn't going to hold it for very long. Ah, come on. Seems to be a recurring theme with me in this playthrough. Just not quite making it all the way up to the edge or something. That's cool. More fun for us. And I hit the button again. We are upside down, kind of. So, I didn't exactly do that on purpose. But there is a treasure chest there that we need to get access to by letting the whole thing kind of rotate on its own. We can't get to that until it's upright for us. We're gonna wait. Soldier's Spear. Not as good as what we got. But I gotta make room for it. Here we go. Don't need those arms at this point. I could have gotten rid of a couple other things too, but not a whole lot of options here. You can actually do this a little bit. See? Just as long as you've got some solid earth underneath you. However the underneath is at that point in time, then you're pretty good. See, I already got the chest that they wanted me to have. Get me over here. Pick this up. Probably didn't need to do that, but just in case. Not gonna hurt anything. And then I get to wait until the stairs come back around. Those are lasers. Those are bad. You don't want to touch those. They'll hurt. Ta-da! Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Yes. What is he doing with his hands? I guess it's just standard prayer stuff. Because of the art style, because of the shadowing or the shading effects, sometimes it's hard to tell little details like that. Like, I don't know if his hands are cupped backwards or cupped forwards, or... Mummies can do whatever they want to do. Hey, look, it's that doctor thing. That doctor thing. Oh, he's worried about getting struck by lightning. Alarmingly attracted to anything metallic. This is true. You'll get a little heads up, a little warning. I'll probably see that here shortly. Yes. Okay. I was gonna rub it in that I solved your thing in a couple of minutes, and you've been spending your whole life on it. I guess he doesn't have access to a bow. That's probably why. This thing's still telling me there's a shriner here. Oh. Hold on a sec. Oh, it's way back here. It's probably up in that mountain. It's this way. Well, I'm not getting up there in the rain. Did it? Oh, it stopped raining. Maybe I will be getting up there.
Oh.
Hey man, how's it going? Yeah, fine. I don't have time to wait for you. She shakes herself off. That bun is just great. This will be tricky. I've got an extra chunk of stamina, but I do not have a ton. This is one of those grades. I think I can do like the weight thing. Let me see if I can do that. Eh, not quite. Getting there. Let me wait. Get all my stamina back. Probably didn't need to do that. I'll be fine. I can make it to that grade. That's one of those for sure. Just slowly make my way up this mountain. Yeah. Oh shoot. You know what? It's not worth it. I'll come back. Yep, and almost glows in the dark. Not quite. What's that? Oh, it's a person. What the hell's going on here? Oh, see, this is a traveler, so you gotta be careful. I need vengeance! No, grilled salmon. Yeah, that's not true. You clan don't care about grilled salmon. Extra... Ooh, that's not good. I was gonna say the extra range with a spear really helps out. Really helps out when you're fighting these kinds of guys. I don't know. I only really have the one spear I can use right now. I'll be fine. Hello? Nope. That's not a thing. Come on. Ah, so close. Empty a shrine. There's a tower over there. We're going to the tower first. Obviously. Super important. I love towers. Hold on. We need to be on the other side, don't we? He's got a pitchfork. How did I miss that one before? Take it one piece at a time. Don't need to get in a hurry. He's got a hoe. That's another non-traditional weapon. There we go. The farming hoe. Sturdy enough to withstand back-breaking fieldwork, but its battle applications are untested. I'm gonna put another fish in me. Okay, so I was saying tower. I think I need to be over here. Gotta be careful. She's not gonna fall off the edge by herself, but she will kind of stop abruptly if you're not careful. You know, I haven't killed any moblins yet. Doesn't have any weapons. Oh, shoot. It just kind of rolls. Did I beat him? I guess I beat him. Okay, that's fine. What do I wanna... Let's use this. Moblin horn. Moblin fangs. Moblin, etc. They're very similar to the bokoblins in most aspects, except for they're bigger and they're stronger, and they can use two-handed weapons real easy. If you do that, and he gets on the ground, he's got a couple of seconds before he can get up and attack you. So, just a general practice. Like to do, my personal preference. If at all possible, I like to start out the encounter with them on the ground, not actively trying to kill me. This is the benefit of having a weapon that is pretty decent. I mean, it's only 15 damage, but that's enough to, that stacks quite a bit. I mean, think about, we started out with 2, right? Started out with 2 in our sticks. You'll notice he's got some pretty decent range, but right next to his feet, he doesn't attack very easily. So if you get right up into him, it's usually relatively safe. He's got that kick that you saw with the first one that didn't have any weapons. So he can kick you if you're right underneath him. Alright, so tower number 3 for us. This one is kind of cool because you can't just jump up onto it. You gotta do some work first. I don't know that there's a good way to get up there without getting rid of these. These are thorn vines, and they are painful, but they are flammable, so we should be able to... let's do... It should spread. I think I can get pretty much the whole tower with one arrow. If it doesn't start raining. Well, maybe not. See, I got a good chunk of it, but there's a bunch still up there that I need to do, and there's some over here. Get rid of. Luckily, I've got a handful of fire arrows, and it's not a problem. I'll be able to get to that first platform, for sure. And the next time that you come back, you're going to be using the tower to jump off of, so you're never going to have to worry about these again. Try not to fall off. That did not hit. I can go to the right. We'll just do that. I love having stamina. Just makes everything so much better. Don't know if I can get that other one. There's a couple of shrines that use these too, in some random areas around the world. Something else I guess I haven't talked about yet. When there's fire, it creates wind. So if you've got fire on the ground, you can create an updraft to use your paraglider on, or you know, use your bombs on to make your bombs move differently. It's very physics realistic in that aspect, I suppose. There's our next tower. And our next map piece. I just love map pieces. Scanning. Still scanning. Distilling information. That's it. It's a pretty decent chunk of the map, all things considered. There's a couple of big old mountains that take up a huge bunch of space, but yeah. So there's our town. That's where we're going next. That's Hyrule. Over here, Hyrule Village, and you can already see some cool stuff. This one's got a lake in the shape of a broken heart. It's kind of neat. There's another one over here that actually has a heart shape on it. There, Lanayru's been a lot of games, and she's actually a dragon in this one. Nadra, Peak of Awakening. A couple of things related to Awakening. There's a whole game based on it. Anyway, so you can see that there's a bit of ocean here too. So you're not like in a landlocked country or whatever. But there's no border on the outside. You're not. This is empty. This is nothing. We'll see it whenever we get the full map. It's pretty cool. All right, so we need to go there. This is actually the This is the lab that they're headed towards. This is the village that we'll be going to. Furley Pond. And that's my house. Well, we haven't gotten there yet. Also, I don't have the money for it. We'll get there. So, I could... Interesting. I really want to get this upgrade first. Just because you can do a lot of stuff after you get the upgrade. Or, not, you don't have to. It's just one of those optional things, but it's easier to do once you've got the upgrade first. Look at that. It's just like a plateau with a bunch of holes in it, and it's not very thick. That would be amazing. You got some horses hanging out down there. It's just so pretty. Everything about this game is beautiful. Giant waterfall with trees. That is very suspicious right there. We'll investigate those later. But when you see 3 of those apple trees lined up like that, that's a thing. That's a Korok thing. So we'll head over there later. So I want to deal with that encampment eventually, but we're just going to go to town right now. And the easiest way for me to do that is to just hop over here. I'm going to leave Epona behind for now. She's fine. She's not in any danger. The monsters don't hurt her. The monsters don't mess with animals at all, really. I feel like I've seen a bokoblin, like, hunting a boar or something, or fighting a boar. I don't know which one of them started it, but he was fighting a boar, and I kind of came up on him. Ended up killing both of them, but it's in general, your horse is not in any danger if you're not around. They're after you. See, look, I'm already at the the village. I almost ran out of stamina, though. You gotta be careful. Oh! Look, he's got a pitchfork. He's ready to fight. Ready to fight to the death. I am Thad. Who are you, you suspicious man? I'm a traveler. Hylians are generally good folk. Oh, jeez. If you think about it, this is... that's not quite true. There are like 2 or 3 Hylian towns in all of Hyrule. And then you've got the stables, of course, that are all littered around. Those usually have Hylians in them. And, you know, a couple of random things. The people that travel in between. But, we're just a waypoint on your winding road. But a lot of the other areas are centered on the other humanoid species. Yeah, okay. So he's okay with me because I'm a Hylian. So he's a little bit of a racist, but it's a different world. I don't know how to judge that exactly.
Oi!
Telly. Hey, my name is Telly. I'm a bit of a treasure hunter. You can see he's got silver hair. So that might tell you he's part Sheikah? It's a sad story. These guardians now hunt down the people they were made to protect. Yes, I do. I don't have much money, but... you know what? This isn't worth it. Later, though. I don't need anything. So I'm pretty sure... I don't know this 100% sure. I'd have to double check. This might be the kid. This might be Robbie's son. Now that I think he's got like a half Sheikah kind of look to him.
Hey!
Tebow, what is it, little buddy? Sure do. I think this is that kid that I was talking about 2 or 3 episodes ago. Oh shoot, might have been like 4 or 5 episodes ago. He makes the same kind of sounds that Coco and Colta make whenever they run. Yep, see, this is the guy. This is the kid. You should go home to your own bed. What the hell does that mean? Oh, it's because it's nighttime? Okay. This is that thing that I was looking for at the end of the world. It's like, hello. I am obviously evil. You don't say. You can hear my voice. Of course I can hear your voice. How am I supposed to answer you if I can't hear your voice? A dealer in life and power. Alas. The horn statue, and don't even bother to wipe away the bird droppings. One would think wrongly. Wrongly is not a word you hear very often. You are talky, I suppose. See, he just stole a stamina point from me. My touch is as subtle as ever. Hey, you. Give it back. Perish the thought. I am a dealer in life and power. I take heart containers or stamina, and then for a price return whatever you want. Give me my stamina back, you bastard. I just get the impression that this is more of a masculine deity kind of creature. It's impossible to tell. Either type of essence for 100 rupees and you buy it back. So basically, if you he'll give you 100 rupees and he'll take a stamina or a heart. He won't take any more hearts than your 3. So you start out with 3 hearts and you start out with 1 stamina wheel. He's not going to take any more than that. So if you have 3 hearts and a full stamina wheel and nothing else, he can't do anything for you. But because I have 2 stamina points, 2 extra stamina points, I can give him one of those. He'll give me 100 rupees. And then I can buy the essence back in the form of either a heart or a stamina point for 120 rupees. So really, you're only paying 20 rupees to turn a stamina point into a heart, or vice versa. So basically, this will be super helpful later on, because we're going to be doing stamina basically all the way until we get to the until we pretty much can't anymore, and then we'll start doing hearts. But we need 14 hearts to pull the Master Sword, and I'm not going to have 14 hearts. I'm going to have a bunch of stamina and like 3 hearts, 3 extra hearts or something like that. We'll see where we are at the time. But anyway, I can spend some money and turn those stamina into hearts for a little while, and then whenever I'm done with the Master Sword, or whenever I pull it, I can come back. So that's really helpful. And if you ever, if you're ever in a spot where you think, I need to be having more hearts and less stamina for this particular encounter or whatever, you can just go to him and swap it out. 20 rupees is not a lot right now, or well, it's not a lot later. Right now it's kind of expensive, and you need 100. Well, you don't really need 100 start, because he's going to give you 100. So it's not bad, basically, is what I'm saying, overall. You just got to be diligent about doing it on purpose. Don't just do it every day for no reason. This is the town shrine. It's kind of a really solid travel point whenever you need to get into town. And it's one of those devices again. Mayam Agana. The apparatus. This one's a little bit trickier than the other one. I think we've all played with those little kind of weird toys where you're supposed to get the little ball bearing through the maze and into one of the holes without the ball coming out the side or something like that. This is kind of like that. Nope, nope. Ah, crap. We'll shoot it back down. I get to start all over. It's fine. As long as you're careful and diligent, it's not that bad. Just try not to overreact when you're doing stuff. It's funny how far away my control... Seriously. That's not even close to being flat, and yet it keeps rolling off the side. I need to put more tilt on it so it slows down first. It's really hard to judge from this angle. Come on. There we go. Nice and slow, all the way around the corner. Put some friction on it. Just need to go around the corner. No slippage. Okay, so this should be okay now. And then I need to get it to go pretty fast. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. Hold on a sec. Let me verify. Yeah, I just need it to go. I'm getting a little impatient. But you can also get a feel for these things and you get better. There's a skill thing to it. Twilight Princess had something similar to this in that game. It was in the fishing hole. It was a mini game that was in the fishing hole area. Did that work? I think it worked. Sweet. I'm gonna move this a little bit further down, just in case. Because I need to get over there. Okay, so our monk's in there. But we need that treasure chest. I was terrible at the fishing hole game. Ah, it's not far enough down. Now I gotta go back. Because I'm so terrible at picking or landing on corners, as you've all seen multiple times. Not gonna take it for granted. Just gonna go like this. It's not at a grade where I need to worry about falling down. This needs to be far enough down that I can jump to it. This might even be a little bit close. There we go. Ooh, Phrenic Bow. So, this is made by the Sheikah. Concentrating before drawing the string will allow you to target distant enemies as easily as those nearby. So these are really handy. There's not a lot of damage to them, as you saw. 10's not bad for where we are now, but basically, the reason that you use these, and there's a couple like this, is because it'll zoom in quite a bit. And it's easier to, you don't have to take into account the trajectory of the arrow over distances as much, because the zooming, tells you that it's basically a longer shot. You can see it more easily, and you can shoot stuff from longer range. So those are super handy for like dragon farming, anything that you're going to do that requires shooting things from a long distance. Your general fighting, you're not usually sniping people. You can. I mean, once you get the bows for it, it's pretty easy to do that. But in general, they're not going to be as strong as the ones that do, that have shorter range to them. So yeah, phonetic bows are great. I try and hold on to the long range bows as much as possible until we get into the Lionel bows, and then I just keep all the Lionel bows, because they do some pretty amazing things. Alright, these are some cool little houses. I mean, I could see in the real world this being a little bit confusing or troublesome to make. These are like modular houses, basically. But from an engineering standpoint, these fascinate me. But it'd be tricky to... You'd have to set up electricity and water and a couple other things. But you could just have these little blocks that are basically houses just on the back of your truck or whatever. And you just move your house one block at a time. How great would that be? Alright, we're gonna go talk to these guys. Stop destroying my house. Working, as you can see. Everyone in Hot Note Village agreed we should demolish it. Because... why? Went off to the castle to report for service and never came back. That was like 100 years ago, I assume? So his name's Carson. This guy's named Bolson, or sorry, Hudson. The other one's named Bolson, I think. Because no one's living here. Why? Because they took off. Why? Hudson's a good guy. He's weird, but he's a good guy. Bolson, yeah, he's the top guy. In case it's not obvious, I'm demolishing a vacant house. I can buy it. I have 200 rupees. That's worth a house, right? Young Moneybags just wants to buy it. I want to buy it. Demolition costs with associated fees, permits, and other details. They're going to spend $50,000 to break a house down. Also, I'm pretty sure permits shouldn't exist in this world. There's no government. I don't understand. Yeah, impossible. I'm never gonna make $50,000 or 50,000 rupees in. I've got 200 in my pocket. If that's not good enough for you, then what more do you want from me? Okay. 3,000 rupees and 30 bundles of wood. So remember before I was talking about how wood is important. It adds up pretty fast. You need a lot of wood. This is not the only time you're going to be asked for this. Okay.
Hi.
Bolson, Hudson, Carson. You can sense a theme. There's usually a guy kind of like Bolson in the Zelda games somewhere. Um, a strong, take charge kind of leader type person that's got kind of a feminine-ish style about them. There's always one or two, and they're always pretty decent people. So there's a lot of good stuff here. Amber, look at this. There's a pond. There's a tree. There's a little bit of land. Why wouldn't anyone want this house? Is it like a freaking stable? Kind of thing? This is just the best house ever. And an apple tree? Look at all these apples on this tree. Just gotta pick up the apples before I try and make this into a pile of wood. But yeah, it's a good little house. It's gonna be mine eventually. Or not right now. I don't have 3,000 rupees, and I don't have. There's a rock. Da 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 da. Nothing. Okay. That might have been dumb. I may not have enough stamina. Oh wait, I can stop. Cool. We're fine then. Actually, now that I think about it, well, maybe there isn't. I thought there was something over here. I'm not seeing anything. That's cool. So pretty. Look at that. Look at how great that is. There's the dark horned beast of Hotno. Hotno's got some cool stuff. A couple unique things. They got their farms, regular people type stuff. You got your general store over here. It has bomb arrows, which is fantastic. Look at those. 10 packs of bomb arrows. Just beautiful. But they're 350 rupees a piece. So that's not going to happen for a while. They got truffles, which are good, and just some generic stuff. But those bomb arrows. Once we get money, man, we're going to be flushing it. This is a great little store. Because of her. Ventest clothing. You like this corner? Am I nestled too far in the corner? If it works for you, I say go for it. So she's nice. You got the Hylian set, which we already saw, and then you've got the soldier set, which is really good. I think it's one of the highest defense overall. But that's kind of all it does, and it kind of slows you down a little bit. And then this is the warm doublet you can buy if you don't already have one. You can buy more if you want. You can have as many pieces of armor as you want. You buy that doublet, and you come back in a couple of days, and it'll be there again to buy if you want to. Someone please deal with the monsters at Hotno Beach. Koyan, Hotno Pasture. We're gonna do that later. And then this guy. This is a unique thing to this town. He's an oddball. Add some color to your wardrobe. The Kochi Dye Shop, where we live to die. What a great saying. I only do this a couple of times. I've only done this a couple of times, I should say. It's just appearance. So all you do is, if you've got the ingredients and the money, whatever you're wearing, you basically jump into a pot, and your stuff gets changed, dyed to a different color. Dun 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 dun. Nothing. I'm good for right now. I don't have anything. Eventually I might do it, but basically if I went in and I chose, like, I don't know, white or something, my doublet, my hat, my pants, because I'm wearing them, they would be turned white. And he's got, as I recall, huh. I'll have to come back whenever everybody's awake. The end's up here, or sorry, the end's over there. This is where the statue's at. The goddess statue. Yeah, so I don't have 4 yet, so I can't do anything, but just wanted to show you where that was. It took me a while to figure it out, where she was in this town. She's kind of hidden just by this house. It's like, hey everybody, this is just a house. Okay. It's a ranch, technically.
Yeah!
Clavia. I am a traveler. Follow me for a minute. She's gonna give us a quest. Dun, 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 dun. We are walking very slow. So slow. We're actually going over here. Opal. Ducks. That's it. She's just like the slowest walker. She is in no hurry whatsoever. This is her whole day though, is walking over to this bridge and then standing here for a while, waiting for someone to pass by.
Ah!
Yes. Ah, I'm already here.
Oh!
Thanks for waiting. Let me tug on your tunic for a second, speaking figuratively. This is an odd way of talking. Oh yeah, so she's got those 3 trees. You can't really see the other one. Oh, now you can see it. Stuck between the pages of this old book in my house. When the 3 summit trees become one, turn your back to them and head towards the sea. A trial encased in stone awaits you. Dun dun dun. I know what that means.
Oh! Ah!
I have a child. I can't just go off into the mountains. Well, you can. You kind of spend your whole day here. Your child is not benefiting from you being around right now. Unless it's more than a day. I assume you do stuff at night. So yeah, this is a shrine quest. Basically, you've got your 3 trees, which you can't really see from here. I think this might be one of them. Or, no, it's these 3. Are these 3 trees? I guess these are the 3 trees. So basically, they're in a line. You keep going this way. The shrine's right here. It took me a while to kind of figure that out, because once you get up into the mountains, there's There's other trees if you go far enough. Hey man, how's it going? Checking everyone out today too. The checking just never stops. What the hell does this mean? Nope. I haven't stayed in the Tom Poo Inn. Sounds weird. Your job is weird. I don't have a job. I'm the hero of legend. It's a title. It's not really a job. If any beauties, I mean, suspicious folks. So he just sits here next to this donkey all day, watching for pretty girls to come through. Say hello to Prima for me if you do. Not that she even knows who I am. See, this is the quest now. It's for my buddy friend. Yeah. He's obvious. Let's go do this real quick. So this is Prima. She runs the inn. Did you need something? What do you like? I'll just say something random. I can totally hear you. That's what those gray things mean. I can hear you saying. She likes crickets. I have a dream of collecting 100 restless crickets. That's wonderful. That's They do a pretty good job with the facial expressions in this game too. So yeah, if you're on this side of the counter, she's all business. So she's not going to talk to you about the side quest until you go to the back. It's just one of those random little things. Just like in real life, I mean, people don't talk to you about personal stuff unless you're behind the counter with them. That's how it works. I talked to Prima. It was easy. She just told me. She wants crickets. She wants 100 restless crickets. I love restless crickets. I'm a connoisseur. I don't know. Do I have 10 restless crickets to give him? I have 8 restless crickets, so I need 2 more. I'll come back later. So we talked to her, we talked to them. We don't care about that for right now. There's some apples we can get later. A bunch of fields, lots of farmers in this area. Reedy? It is peaceful. I haven't seen a single monster since I got here. Please stay as long as you like. Okay. I will stay in this field forever. So I'm just kind of making my way up this hill because I need to get... I was hoping I could see some crickets on the way. But you got this. That's all sorts of suspicious, right? You got some obvious Sheikah technology in the background with a blue flame. We're gonna be doing something with that. But can I even go that way? Interesting. Let's take the main path first. I want to show you guys what you're supposed to do. Rusty broadsword path. In a world without 1,000 bugs jumping in your face all the time, there is peace. Ah, shoot. A couple of random houses. There's some people in there. They talk and stuff. I'm more interested in what these kids are doing, though. Ah, missed it. Actually, let's go talk to her real quick. Ralera. Hometown of Lurelin Village. We had to cross the bridge of Hyrule to get here, weighed down with everything I couldn't bear to leave behind. Yeah, that's a long ways to go. Lurelin is kind of down here-ish, I think. It'll be a lot easier once we get the map. But that's a long ways to go for non-adventurer types. So yeah, we're following this kid. There's actually a couple of kids up here. But it's all sorts of suspicious. Yeah. Waiting for him to stop. There's another one, see? Alright, kid, what are you doing? I'm waiting for you to be done. Can't see what. This is not my favorite child in this game. Cefaro! So there are a couple of interesting kids. I don't even know. I don't have a feeling that they actually met her yet. Okay, there's a bunch of apple trees here, but they're not like in any particular order. And they've basically all got the same amount of apples, so you know it's not a big deal. The Korok thing I was talking about before, you'll have usually 3 or 5 apple trees, and one of them will have like 7 or 8 apples on it, and the other 2 will have like 3 or 2 apples on them, and you need to make a match. So you basically shoot apples down until they're all the same. But I need wood and apples. Never have too many apples. In this game, you need a whole bunch of wood. So we're actively working towards that little yellow blip. Am I gonna make it? Yeah, I'm gonna make it. It'll be fine. There's some other signs that I didn't enter at your own risk. There are a couple others down the path that are like danger, instant death awaits you, etc., etc. If the flame is blue, the furnace is hot, and do not touch. So this is one of those fast travel pads, but it's not active yet. Link, just busting through double doors like he owns the place. Pura. Do you have some business with the director? He's in the back. That's not true at all. I know you are the director. I have, because you're the director. Ah, come on. I guess you had to talk to him. Simon and Pura. Could be Simon, but I choose to read it as Simon. What is that thing on your waist? Is that a Sheikah? There's no mistaking it. Stasis. Ah, Magnesis. Yes, yes. Remote Bomb and Cryonis. So I was looking up, there was some interesting stuff about the Sheikah Slate. Originally, they called it like the Conductor. I don't know if that's like a translation thing or not, but that was the code name for the Sheikah Slate at the beginning, and it had all sorts of different runes to it that you don't see in this game that never made it. Like one of them was a kind of like a dragonfly-looking drone that you could pilot around, and one of them was some weird like injection thing. It was like kind of like a hypodermic needle that you could put different chemicals in and then use it for injecting yourself or others. There was only like art. This is only like art that I'm looking at, so it's not. They don't write out exactly what all it's going to do. How did you know my name? We were told a young man holding a Sheikah Slate would appear. When were you told this? His name will be Link. See, I told you, I already knew she was the director. Miss Pura is the world's foremost authority on ancient culture. Check it. Yeah, see, I knew. It's not Simon, it's me! I'm so... something. I don't know. Mischievous? Linky. I don't remember anything. Look at that face. Where did you take that book out of? You have like a compartment underneath your bag or something like that? The whole thing is embarrassing, so I insist you refrain from reading it. We'll read it later. Here to defeat Calamity Ganon, who is growing in strength with each passing moment. Yep, that's exactly what I'm here for. Yes, please. You're just as bad as the old man. Post-slumber restoration. Subject is plagued by presumptuous tendencies. Sweet and little. So that's that blue flame that we were looking at before. We don't have a torch, do we? So we're just gonna take this one. So you could have, it's down there. You could have just taken the flame all the way up there, lit the side of the furnace before you even talk to her, and then you'd be done already. You wouldn't have to go and do this again. They have a quest for me, so I'm gonna... They'll pay. They'll all pay. I am Koyin. I recognize that name. You have a stick in your hand. Harmless? I could, like, demolish this world if I wanted to. I
Ah.
have infinite bombs. Okay. So I just need to take out the... Okay, that's not a problem. We'll do that later. I need to do this first. Gotta get me some upgrades. So if you'll remember, ways back, I mentioned that having a torch, or having a lit flame running around with a torch all the time is not the most fun thing in the world, and the reason I know is because I had to do it a couple of times. This is one of those times. So if you light these little lanterns that are scattered around, don't want to do this. I'm going to go around this way. Oh no, I hit the button. Anyway, so if you light these, they stay lit. Even if you accidentally put it out, or let's say it starts raining, and that'll put your flame out real fast. But this is kind of like a save spot for your torch, so you don't have to go back all the way every time, which is great. You just diligent about it. Otherwise, the blue flame works as like a real torch, so it'll set stuff on fire, and you can fight things with it. It's just blue fire. Blue fire is kind of a... It's been in other Zelda games. The very first Zelda game had, you know, your blue candle and your red candle. And as I recall, the red candle was the standard one, and the blue one was the magic one. And you could use your blue one over and over without having to leave the... Can I jump without... I can't. Good. You can use the blue one over and over without having to leave the screen. The red one you could always only use once per screen, which was super annoying when you had to set every single bush on fire to try and find all the stairs. Any dang way. Look at those sheep. They're so fluffy. Different kind of sheep than we've seen before. And some water buffalo. And a collie. Well, they don't call them collies in this game. I don't think they call them collies in this game. We'll know here in a bit. Another kind of dog. Some more cows. Very decorated cows. All sorts of wildlife. This world is pretty alive, relatively speaking. As far as video game worlds go, this one's pretty amazing. These guys are just waiting. What are you gonna see from here? I mean, even if you've got good vision, you don't have any, like, binoculars or scopes or anything to... I don't understand. I don't understand what they're trying to do. You can't run any faster than this because you got your torch up, so you're just kind of speed walking. Which is fine. It just takes a while. I don't know that there's any better way to do this. There's not like a super fast way to complete this. I guess theoretically, if you were fast enough... Well, no. As soon as you lit your arrows on fire, they would be red fire, not blue fire. Well, let me check that real quick. It is blue fire. Interesting. Maybe you could go... Maybe you could do arrow to little safe spot. I guess there's not really that many of them. It'd still be a pain. See, it's got the frog with the glasses on it. That's pretty cool. Hey, I'm back. Give me some stuff. Blinky. Take a look over there. It's a guidance stone. It's pure science. Give me a snap. Go on. No time to be shy about it. Snap. Let's do this thing. She's embraced the young culture, I suppose. I guess you would have to. I mean, it would just be the best thing to do, realistically speaking, if you were transported into a body that was significantly younger than what you were before. No reason not to adopt that culture. Kaepora. Instantly render a visible image into a picture. So this does exactly what it's supposed to do. It's a camera feature, like you have on your phone, or everything else. Everything these days has a camera in it. But the compendium, that's kind of what I was after, because I kind of like to do this stuff. Basically, every time you take a picture of something new, it goes into your compendium. And a lot of the low-level armors and weapons, you know, you don't see them anymore after a certain time. So it's good to get this early. You don't have to, obviously. You can actually, once you get to the end of it, you can end up buying the pictures, the data, for the ones that you're missing. I've done that a handful of times, because at the end of it I just have so much money and it's not worth to try and find this one particular kind of rock, you know, that only exists in whatever. Take a picture of me with the camera. Don't forget to let me see it. Alright. Works just like the camera. Nothing crazy. I took one. This is what you look like. Who is this beautiful young creature? I thought it was you. Look at that face. You were Princess Zelda's appointed knight, which means there's a strong possibility that you accompanied her to all of these places. Just look at that face. So now she's gonna send you back to Impa. But now she wants some ancient materials. Okay. I want to do this now. Do I have something that... Something good? Power up your runes. That's what I need. So I might have those first two. I don't think I have any cores yet. I'm game. Sheikah sensor, please. 3 ancient screws. Snap. It's just easiest to go along with it. You can fight her on those, but it's just best to go along with it. You're like, I really don't want to snap. I don't have it in me. And then she's like, you sourpuss. I kick you in the face. Or something. She doesn't really kick you in the face. I don't think she ever gets off of that chair. Sheikah Sensor Plus. So this is super powerful if you end up using it correctly. But basically, anything that you have in your compendium, you can change your Sheikah sensor to search for that instead of the shrines. I usually leave it on shrines for a long time, but it can search for other stuff too, which is it's pretty handy whenever you're looking for like particular, flowers or plants or something or insects. Beetles are great because they're so rare. Oh, the Sheikah Sensor Plus. I really want to see it. Okay. Give me the other thing. I want bombs. Three ancient shafts. Do I have those? I guess I do. Sweet. I don't think I have any of those cores, so I'm not going to be able to do stasis. But bombs. Huh. You're going to give me more powerful bombs? And more bombs? Basically the cooldowns less? Are you mad? I will destroy this world. It's the Remote Bomb Plus. The force of the blast can damage monsters or destroy objects. Stronger blast and recharge faster. That's what I'm looking for. So, I gotta be more careful because they were already killing me. So just gotta keep that in mind. But they recharge faster now, so it's less annoying to use one after the other. Okay, we're done for now. This is probably a good place to stop for a little while. So we're just gonna hang out and do nothing. So we'll come back. We'll do the Sheikah Sensor Plus stuff and some more stuff in town, and then we gotta visit Impa to finish out this quest, do some memory stuff, and then we'll be free to do everything. So hopefully by the end of the next episode, we'll be doing just everything random style. So that's it for right now, and I'll catch you on the next one.